EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland, and M&T Bank Stadium. Today, we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap, as it'll be the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Baltimore Ravens. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
At their own 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground here with Nwangwu to about the 33-yard line. 2nd down and 8. Huntley going to change the play here. On 2nd down, here's Nwangwu. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore 1st down.
That's a very nice game there. Confidence-building run. Love the execution up front. And the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
18, Pioneer.
Throwing on 1st and 10, Huntley. And this one's incomplete. The Ravens at 8-1 on the year, and they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well, because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where they're open.
Toward the sideline, intercepted. And the Bengals are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. From the 47, it's 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
11 MT.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. He'll air this one out for Boyd. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked up by Rock Ya-Sin. And the Ravens are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
Second down pass. Intercepted.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And their opening drive, that ended with the interception. Fortunate, though, it didn't lead to points.
It didn't lead to points, and because they kind of got away with one, maybe you come back and throw something similar again to show that you're not afraid, that you're not going to back down, and take your shot. Let the defense know that you're going to be there all game long.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. You talk about this Bengals defense. They were very good last week in the win over the Saints.
No matter what coverage was called, they were in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long. I mean, they were running the routes with them. Turned out, they were right there on every single ball thrown and came away with 5 interceptions.
And that's caught at the 25. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Rashad Bateman with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Ravens use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Here's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. On 3rd down, Burrow. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
1st down, Cincinnati.
11 mighty. 12.
Now Burrow on 1st down. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 36. Burrow looking to pass. That's complete to Troutman right side. So that'll be no better than an incompletion, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Yeah, look at this Baltimore defense. Now, they've been a very good unit against the pass, defending at 5th best in the league.
And not just speed, not just their physical skills. You know what pulls it all together for this secondary? Their smarts and communication. They play really well as a unit.
Flush to his right. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, it looked like it marched to the end zone. He's hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
And Gay knocks this one through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
After the made field goal, Gay back out there to kick it off. Nwangu now from his end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And you figure this should be a healthy, arrested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top 4.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
A 1st down, they'll run with Nwangu. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. And from the 34, here's 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 34-yard line.
Here's Huntley. Under a heavy and down he goes. A tough spot here. 3rd and 15. Now Huntley wants to audible to another look.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. 60 Mavericks, 60, Panther 11, Panther 11.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So the penalty yards marched off on the face mask. Here's 1st and 10.
70, 19 Lions. Ready, ready?
Up the middle, Nwangu. Down the numbers. There he goes. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 51 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Huntley off of play action. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. From 17 yards out, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Well, he's regarded as one of the best athletes among NFL tight ends, Charles, and it certainly was on display right there.
And as we've seen this league continue to grow and develop, I think the tight end position is becoming harder and harder to defend because now it's elite athletes playing that position, not just the big guys who can block. How about his ability to get downfield and make plays against any defense?
Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they've got it as we resume action. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
11, 11, 11. 11, 11, 11.
On 2nd down, here's Burrow. His throw incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
And a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
Well, there was a 42, making a 43-yard punt, 6 on the return, and the Ravens, they'll take over.
Here we go.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the battles that they've created.
There he goes, left side. Still on his feet. And he's all the way down to the 6-yard line. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often because that could be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
That's going deep for Bateman. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Nwangu going to get it on the counter. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and making sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
Go check, go check. Red Lion. Go.
On third and long, here's Huntley. And this is going to be pulled in by the tight end Andrews. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. On 1st and 10, Huntley. That's complete to his receiver, Bateman. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 3. Straight ahead, here's Nwangu. 55 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Let's go.
Back to Nwangu again on 1st down. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Ball on the 35. Here comes 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Third. Right there.
To throw, Huntley. That is caught with Sean Bateman. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 15-yard line. Looking to throw here, Huntley. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Wallace. Here's a 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Handoff here to Nwangu. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. It's a 10-yard gain there to sound on 1st and goal.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
They'll look to run with Nwangu. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Kene Nwangu with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And they can't bring him down. He might take this all the way. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Bengals.
Well, he made the right choice by result, but a little bit surprising because now with touchbacks coming back to the 25 instead of the 20, when guys fielded that deep in the end zone, I think most coaches want him to take a knee.
Yeah, it's resulted in more kneel downs. Not right there.
Matt Gay set to kick off.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Come on, come on.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
Hey, smash Broncos! Check smash, hurry, hurry.
On second down, here's Huntley. The short one there, caught by Likely. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That's someone who's pretty happy right there. That's the defense coordinator. Body after body getting to him before he can get started.
They go play action with Huntley. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
A 2-yard loss on the play.
3rd down. Here's Huntley now. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed, because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
4th down, Huntley. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. On the give is Nwangu. And just shutting him off there. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Huntley looks to throw. And now this one may draw a penalty. He just blindly threw that one to the sideline. And yep, indeed, the flag is out. So after the loss of down, they'll come up here with a 2nd and goal. Huntley to throw. That one into the hands of Flowers. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. The 10-yard completion, but still now facing 3rd and goal.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Now Huntley drops this off with Nwangu. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
A 21-yard attempt.
And it bangs off the right upright, no good. And this will remain an 11-point spread. So 1st and goal quickly turns into 4th and goal, and then 4th and goal turns into no points whatsoever.
That's a very disappointing sequence of events right there. And I, for one, would not want to be the kicker who has to run over to his head coach and explain that one.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
Looking deep here for Chase. It's caught inside the 25. Well, obviously, they never want to see penalties on that defense, but this one a little bit more significant there on the downfield pass play.
And coaches preach it all the time. You can't put yourself in that kind of position if you're the defender. You've got to stay in a spot far downfield where you can play the ball without creating extra contact.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Bengals with work to do in this third quarter, but they'll get the football first as we are back underway. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. Here we go. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Well, out of the locker rooms here they come, their first drive of the third quarter. And Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, but we got a tight one set up to be a very entertaining second half.
And as we know, partner, in the NFL, there's trailing and there's trailing, right? Sometimes you're discouraged by how much you're down, but in this case, this is a tight ball game, so there's a sense of optimism here. I think they went into half and looked at their play sheet and said, these are the plays we really like. What do you say we use them to start the second half and get us going?
From the 24 now, here's second down and 7. Shifts by him, and he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. Here we go. They work now on 2nd and 9.
11 empty. 11 empty.
At the 36-yard line.
Now Burrow. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
11.
Here's Burrow. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, he tried to fit it in back over the middle, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Armour-Davis. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Cowboy 80. Unlock right.
Nwangu. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 123 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Tyler Huntley, 27 yards. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
And everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. This goes out wide for Mixon. And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down. They needed 4. He doubled down. He wound up getting 8. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. A short one to the tight end, Troutman. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
11 MT, tape. 11.
Now it's Burrow. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. To the air again, Burrow. Loose inside the 30. He's going to have the 1st down and then some. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Tyler Boyd, 58 yards. And the Bengals are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Burrow and the Bengals offense staying put. They'll go for 2 here. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he will not make it to the goal line. He'll come up short, and they'll be unable to get this back within 1 score as it stays a 9-point game.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
That's good for a Baltimore Raven.
Throwing on 1st and 10, Huntley. That'll be complete to the running back, Nwangu. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
They'll run with Nwangu. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Huntley going to change the play here. They'll go right back to Nwangu. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Kene Nwangu, his 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Ravens will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. John Harbaugh thought about it, and now his guys are going to go for the 2-point conversion. And he will get into the end zone to bump the lead up to 3 scores. And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. And they go play action now. Burrow airing one out for Boyd. And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Kyle Hamilton picks it. Now he's loose at the 40. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. I guess we're at the point of the game where they do need to open up the playbook a little bit, start to take some chances down the field, but that one did not go as planned.
Yeah, these guys need something good to go their way, and they took an opportunity to take that shot there, but obviously that's not going to help. A tough play for them as they're trying to make their way back.
And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Ravens in control of the football. They've also got the lead as we get set for the 4th. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. On the run is Nwangu. They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Kene Nwangu taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Ravens add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead is now 24. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about his desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Patrick Queen got in there to stick him. He gets the sack.
But one thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Here we go.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
On the ball, on the ball.
Huntley looks to throw again on 2nd and 10. That's caught. It's Flowers. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Baltimore Ravens.
Flushed out right. That is incomplete.
It's been a fun game for him so far, but I think he tried to do just a little too much that time. Give the defense a rare win on that snap.
2nd and 10. Here's Huntley. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more.
Dragon 60. Go.
They're going for it. Huntley. On target to his man, Likely. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And the Bengals will get the football back. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big 4th quarter hole. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. From the 22 now, here's a 2nd and 7. Play action. It's Burrow. They'll roll him out right. Looking sideline, incomplete. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, so a lot of credit to the defensive game plan, and especially the execution.
And he'll be stopped here well short of the 1st down at the 24-yard line. Here we go. It's Burrow on 4th down. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. They'll run. It's Dobbins. Gets by him at the 25. And a really good show of force there as he gets through for 4 tough yards. And now they're in the hurry up. Here's Huntley. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
To throw, Huntley. That's for Bateman, and it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And the Bengals are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
At their own 9-yard line.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Taken down at the 11-yard line.
Here we go.
2 yards.
This is 2nd and 8.
2nd and 8.
Burrow on play action. And this one is incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Looking deep here for Chase. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Running free at the 45. And some room to work. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. Well, time, I mean, certainly not on their side offensively. They had to take some chances, but that interception will further hinder their already slim chance at victory.
Yeah, and you're talking about time not on their side, but it certainly is on the defense's side, and they understood that. They knew they had to press it a little bit, and they planned accordingly, and what a benefit for them, able to pick that one off and hopefully put this game away.
first and 10 at the 11.
Ready.
That one looks like he'll throw here. They'll check that down to Nwangu out of the backfield. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Tucker now for the extra point.
Justin Tucker lining up for the extra point.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Ravens 50, Bengals 19.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Here comes the return from the very back of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure.
And now here is another interception. Picked up by Jalen Armour-Davis. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35.
The second down pass. Intercepted. The Ravens take over first and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Here's Nwangu. Pretty nice, aggressive run there before being brought down just inside of the 30. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
A 7-yard pickup brings up
Another run now for Nwangu. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is third down. A short throw caught by Andrews. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. It's a 9-yard gain, and it'll keep the drive moving. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way, it worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Here's Dobbins. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Tucker now to add the point after. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Justin Tucker to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Rock Ya-Sin. And the Ravens are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. First play's a run with Nwangu. So that run play nullified by the holding call on the tight end.
Yeah, I just think he needs to get off the ball a lot quicker and get into the block a little bit more effectively. Then he doesn't have to reach and grab and try and hold on.
And pretty good results here on the first down run as he takes this forward for about 6. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. On 2nd down, here's Nwangu. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Now Tucker to add the PAT. And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And he will not make it to the goal line as his try for 2 is going to come up empty. But that's little consolation to this defense as they have been porous all game long. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And that final kickoff concludes the ball game, partner. One side a really nice win in this one. They were good on offense and on defense.
And I'm guessing in the other locker room, partner, the head coach is just telling this team, hey, we didn't play well enough to keep it close enough where that one possession down the stretch might have given us an opportunity to win the game. So for Baltimore, the great run they've been on continues.